Now, hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights, and thank you for watching my content, and I will continue to produce interesting content for you. I'll go all over the Caribbean and even the world to bring you recipes that will please your heart and warm your heart. Today I'm going to do a jerk rice. Jerk rice. A lot of people would say, "Oh, jerk rice! I never knew they had jerk rice." But I had the same response when I first heard of it. And once I had it, it was so great that I had to make it myself, and I added some of put it to my own twist on it. So today we're going to do some jerk rice, and before further ado, I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'm going to use. Okay, so here we go with the ingredients. I have here some chopped garlic. I have about 4 cloves of garlic that I chopped. 2 tablespoons of bell pepper, maybe a quarter cup, a little more than 2 tablespoons, a quarter cup of bell pepper, a quarter cup of onions, and fresh thyme leaves that I chopped. In here I have some green seasoning, some Caribbean green seasoning. I'm going to leave that recipe, the link to that recipe in the description box. And here I have some Walker Wood jerk seasoning. The jerk seasoning, you can make your own jerk seasoning. There are recipes out there, but this is just a quick thing I'm doing. So I had some Walker Wood, and I have 1 tablespoon of Walker Wood jerk seasoning there. I'm going to add some tomato paste to it, and I'll put a can of small red beans in there. For some color, I'll use some Worcestershire sauce or some Hoisin sauce, either one. But first, we're going to heat some butter and oil on a pan so that we can saute our aromatics and get our rice in there and start cooking. So I'll be back when my oil is of temperature. And also I'm going to finish this in the oven. So please, if you're going to try it, preheat your oven to 350. Preheat your oven to 350. So by the time your rice is starting to boil, and the first layer of liquid is subsiding, you'll just stick it in the oven and let it finish off there. So preheat your oven, and we'll come back and we'll do our saute our aromatics. So now my butter and oil mixture has been heated to temperature, and I'll now add the onions. There we go. We'll add the onions and the red bell peppers first, and let those sweat for a while. To that I'll add some bouillon powder, just about a half a teaspoon, and let that work. So if that starts going, we'll put some garlic in there, put our thyme leaves in there, our chopped thyme, give it a stir, and let's work. It's nice and colorful already. I'm going on a very low heat here, medium to medium low, because I don't want the garlic to burn or anything else to burn. So I'm on medium low, and we'll let this go for at least a minute. Then I'll add some other ingredients in there. I'll be back. So now I'll add 2 teaspoons of tomato paste in here and let that cook. That has to cook for a few minutes. Get that tomato paste worked in there. Work it in. Let it dissolve. Okay. I add my green seasoning. That was about a tablespoon of green seasoning. And add the Walkerwood jerk seasoning. And remember, the jerk seasoning is pretty salty and it's very spicy. Well, it all depends on which one you have. I have the very spicy one. So there's mild and there's also a mild jerk seasoning out there, or you can make your own. There are recipes on the internet. So we let this cook for a little bit before we add our rice. We're going to add our rice to that. So let this cook for at least maybe 30 seconds or for a minute, and I'll be back. Now guys, I'm ready to put my rice in there. I'm using a long grain basmati rice. So I get the rice in here and we'll make sure the rice is coated with all the seasonings that are frying up in there. So get together, let's get this rice coated. Starting to take its color on there already, so may not need to add any extra color to it, but we'll see. Get everything back in there. Making a mess. Good. So we'll just, everything is coated here. Just let it fry in there for a little bit. Yeah. At this point, I'll add my red beans. Opened it and rinse it a little bit. Just rinse the red beans just a little. Get them all in here. for everybody up here. Okay. I think my salt content is fine, so we just add some hot water in there. Same rule goes for the water or the liquid. Normally I would do chicken stock when I'm chicken broth or chicken stock when I'm doing rices like these, but I'm out of chicken stock right now, so we're going to go ahead and use some water and just about an inch above the rice, and we're going to bring this to a boil before we put it in the oven. So give it about 2 or 3 minutes and let it come to a boil. Then I'll cover it and place it in the oven at 350, and it's going to go for maybe another 30 minutes or 20 minutes or so before it's done. As simple as that. So our rice is on the way. Okay, so my rice is now, starting to the level of the water is starting to go down. It's starting to almost dry out, and at this point, once it has that amount of moisture in there, and you're seeing the top of the rice, that's when you put it in the oven. So right now I'll just cover it, put a cover on it, stick it in the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes, and then we'll check it and see how it's coming. So I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Wow, so now our rice is out of the oven. Just be careful with that handle. That handle is 350 degrees. That kind of came out of there. So always wrap your handles while you're taking it out. And I know you give it a fluff. Just give it a lovely fluff. And you have perfect jerk rice. Your perfect jerk rice. Jerk rice. Awesome. Let's give it a taste. Perfect. Damn, that's good. Nice heat. Lovely jerk flavor. That's what you need. So, like, share, and subscribe, and you'll get some awesome content in the future. And hey, I'm just trying to get a look at you. There you go. Like, share, subscribe. I love this recipe, both of them, and they're so quick. The rice goes into the oven. You just forget it for about 20 to 25 minutes, and that comes out perfectly. The fish, fried, you fried it. Make that roux, get that sauce, dunk that fish in there, just let it rip for a while, and you're good to go. All right, so see you next time. See you in the next clip, and we have lots of other content coming.